Member for North Fly James Donald asked this question today after he discovered that several ministries that have made commitments to fund projects in his district and province lack funding.
Question I have here to the Prime Minister: why are these ministries functioning without money? Time and appointing more, allocating more, making work for country. Is this the indication of the country not got money? Now his government is mismanaging this country. The department belong I have reliable, answering people of this country. The question is, how comes people are borrowing plenty money inside the government program? This problem is happening now. Can he be answerable for his departments? Now two people blow country blow this country you make. Thank you.
Responding to the questions asked, Prime Minister James Marape said this.
The country through this question, that government, whilst we have budgeted for, sometimes funding is delayed, sometimes funding is remitted, lesser than what was forecasted in budget. The Treasurer will relay to us for the final budget outcome later in this year.
Meanwhile, member for Chuave Open James Nomane asked a supplementary question to the Prime Minister regarding the commitments made by ministers for North Fly District's development.
The honourable question by the honourable member for North Fly was how were the departments funded? Last year, notwithstanding revenue shortfalls with respect to non-tax revenue performance, this government, the Marape government, borrowed 3.983, almost 4 billion kina in borrowings. That took the total borrowing of the Marape government to 37 billion kina since 2019, increasing our national debt to 62 billion kina. These are massive, whopping amounts of debt and borrowing. So what happened to this 4 billion kina that was borrowed, and why weren't these commitments by ministers honoured for the member for North Fly and his district? Thank you, Acting Speaker.
In response, PM Marape stated this.
Last year's borrowing was not reckless. It was within our last year's money plan. Stick to this government to see whether by 2027 we come back to a surplus or not. The last time this country saw a surplus budget was when I was Education Minister. That's 2010. Since then, we've been running deficit budget up till today. To turn a big economy back to clear water will take some reconstructing the economy. We borrowed cheaply to refinance expensive debt. We're maintaining a fiscal consolidation path to come back to responsible, balanced budget by 27. Treasurer's got a clear roadmap that by 2034, whoever is in government will be operating a country that has no debt inside.